What is the worst thing you can say to a shy person? I decided to tell about this because I used to be very shy when I was a kid and teenager. Luckily, now it's much better when I'm an adult person. But I just occasionally remembered about these situations, and I want not to whine even. I hope it's not gonna be like whining, but to say, because maybe it can be really helpful for someone, or maybe someone with someone we can exchange experience or something like this. Maybe they had the similar situations and so on. So what's actually this thing which really made me uncomfortable, awkward, and even more shy when I used to be younger? It is when you are with some people with whom you actually feel a little bit restrained, or not a little bit, and you are a shy person by yourself, and someone tells you, "Oh, you are so shy," or "Oh, you are so silent," and I understand that maybe people do it because they don't know what to do with you, or I don't know why. But that was the worst thing they could say to me when I was young, because you are feel you are already feel shy, you are already silent, and little by little, with tiny steps, or maybe without even them, you just try to feel better with some people. And after this, someone just loudly confirmed in front of the others that you are shy. And it was like the nail in your coffin, and after this you like have no chances to become different in this conversation. And I really really hated this. It was really painful for me when I was a kid or teenager. And I really used to be a shy kid and a silent kid, not with people who are close to me, not with my close friends, not with my relatives, with whom we knew each other well and I felt freely and comfortable, but with some others people, it used to be like that. And yeah, these situations which happened, they made me feel terribly awkward, and it really made the situation worse. And luckily, when I got older, now I can't. I'm still okay. I'm still a little bit shy person. First of all, I'm an introvert. Then, yeah, I'm still a little bit shy. It depends on the group of people. But usually, when there are more than 4 people in the group, including me, so like more than 5 of us all together, I tend to be the most silent person in this group. And that's typical for me. Actually, I'm okay if someone talks a lot, and I can just sit, no one touches me, and I can like listen to their radio, and if they talk about something interesting, I'm okay with that. Just don't touch me. I'm okay. I'm listening to you. I can sometimes say something, and that's it. But yeah, when I was a kid, I don't know. I had these situations like I don't know. Once the father of my classmate, he like told me, "Do you actually know how to talk?" And what for? What for? Yes, I was very silent, and they saw it. But when person asks you, "Do you actually know how to talk in front of the others?" It won't help you at all. It will make the situation 100 times worse, because you're already uncomfortable and you try to feel a bit better, and then if this would happen now, like a person would say to me, "Oh, you're so shy," and I would just say, "Yes, yes, I'm shy. I feel like that. That's type of my personality, and yes, I can be silent, but that doesn't mean that I'm not okay or something." But when you're a kid or teenager, you just don't know what to answer, and I don't know what do they people want from you actually asking this. Maybe they want to ask if you are okay, but I also don't know if it's a really good thing to ask in front of the others. Are you okay? Why are you so silent? Maybe they can ask you somewhere when no one else here, but I don't know actually. As a shy person, when I see people like me, I prefer just treat as normal. I think this is the best way because that's how I like people treat with me if I behave in a shy way. And yeah, luckily when I grew up, now it's way better. I think it's always even if you are shy, even if you're painfully shy, then when you are a kid or teenager, somehow adults solve your problems, and you don't need to solve so many problems to be so active in your social life. But when you're adult, you can't avoid this, and somehow you anyway need to learn how to solve your problems, to communicate with people, to build your borders, personal borders, and work as a guide really helped me, as a museum guide really helped me. I think I got much more self-confident, and actually when I started filming in the internet, that also helped me a lot. And now it's not, I can't even compare how it used to be and how it's now, despite somehow I never felt shy or awkward performing, for example, on a stage. I just didn't do it often, but when it happened several times in my life before I turned out to be a guide, I felt okay because somehow it feels easier to me to talk, to have a monologue on public. I don't know, it works somehow different. I know that there are a lot of shy people among actors, but they are still actors even in the theater, and they are okay with that. Maybe brain perceives it differently. And now these questions won't make me feel uncomfortable, despite I decided the person is not really polite asking something like this. But yeah, now I'll find what to answer. But what do you want to hear from teenager kid? Do you really want to cure it somehow? So yeah, that's another question why I was shy or something as a kid, but still. And the last time, I tried to remember the last time when I came across this situation, and actually it was when I was pretty adult. I was like 20 years old. I was on the wedding, and it was the wedding. It was good. It was organized very well. I liked it, but the fact that I was the person who sat at this furthest table with the people who are like, wife and groom, they are like, yes, you are our close people, but we are a little bit ashamed of you. So you sit at the furthest table in the hall, and you all are a bit strange guys. You are not really communicate with each other. You know each other, but don't know really well. So sit all together somewhere there, and that's it. So I understand that maybe there was some logic to sit us like that. I don't know, but there was the showrunner, like wedding showrunner, and we sat at this table, I don't know, 6 or 8 people, and I can't see, we had maybe some conversations with each other, but we didn't know each other really well. And yeah, we all were, first of all, very different, didn't know each other well, and maybe we all were, or most of us were introverts. We were also maybe a little bit shy of each other, but in general, it wasn't bad. It was just like it was. And and then showrunner, he said, like, in his microphone, he said, okay, I see that I don't have any problems with all the other tables except yours. It feels like your vibe is not really well. You're the only table whose vibe is not really well. And I was like, why did you say that? So in front of all the guests, it was so strange. I mean, it was like, are you really professional? So why? How should we feel after that? So yeah, we were quite quite a quiet table. We didn't really laugh at all, didn't really talk with each other. We just were polite, smiled to each other, could say something to each other, but in a very short way. But still, it wasn't bad. It was just like it was, because we were that type of people. And then it's like, your wife is your table is the only one whose wife is not okay here. I don't know. But it was the last time. It was really the last time. Luckily, after that, or no one told me something like that, or I felt not so shy. Despite there are some situations where I feel shy. I don't know, when the group of people has a very different atmosphere, vibe, interests of mine. I just don't know what to tell there. But mostly when you are adult, you can choose people surrounding you. You are freer in this way. You can afford to choose people, and that's why there are you can choose activities, and there are just not so many situations where you can feel shy. But also, of course, now we are, as grown-ups, we are better, I think, in protecting our personal borders, in all that stuff, as I already said. So I told about this my husband, because it's not like I've been thinking about this all the time. I just remembered, and I decided to make a video about that. And I told about this my husband, and I said, what do you think? Is it normal topic to tell about, or is it like whining that, like, I remember some unpleasant situation which happened 20 years ago when I was a kid, and but he said that he also had these situations, because he's also an introvert. I can't say that he's really shy, but he is just introvert with low emotional spectre, and he also remembered some situations opposite of mine, when parents or someone told him, like, the phrase, it's really genius, like, you're so silent, maybe you want to tell us something. I mean, in the big group of people, and he was like, I'm silent because I don't want to talk. Or the thing which, yeah, it also really irritated me when I was a kid, go and play with these kids. Like, I don't know, maybe your parents are worried that you are going to be alone without any friends or something, and they were like, oh, there are kids, go and play with them. Like, go, go there, and it's no matter if you want or not. And yeah, maybe they are really worried that they see that you are introvert, you are shy, and they're afraid that you are going to stay alone. Actually, I think no, it doesn't work like that. Even being shy and introverted, somehow I found it friends. Maybe it took longer time. Yes, it really could take longer time, but I think without pushing, you will find someone anyway. If you if you have a supportive and understanding background, it will be easier for you. Not pushing into this, I believe. And yes, my husband said that he mostly had these situations, not like, why are you so shy, why are you so silent, but this, like, go and play with these kids. And so I did. And all this, like, maybe you want to say something, maybe we just need to give you a minute of speaking and we will listen to you. And that's so strange. I really don't understand why adults did this. Maybe they really didn't know how to behave, but it was very awkward and it wasn't helpful at all. It was terrible, actually. Yeah, didn't make the situation even better. And yeah, actually, that's it. That's what I wanted to say. Not so much. But it's just interesting for me. Did you have such kind of situation? Are you a shy person? Are you an introvert or not? And how do you feel, if you are? How do you feel about this? I don't know. So I think that's it. And thank you very much for watching. I hope that maybe it was a little bit entertaining for you at least, or something. So anyway, see you in the next videos, and